Here we are then, on the eve of, well, your journey to the Race of Champions, the actual Race Champions event in Mexico. You, of course, flying out tomorrow morning. How are you feeling going into that event?
Very confident. A lot of people have said, do I feel nervous? No, I don't. I feel like I've done everything I would have done for any LAN event. If anything, I've upped the practice, I've upped the preparation. I've obviously got a big team behind me now, so there's no reason why I shouldn't do as well as I have in the previous events I've been involved with, and I almost have a 100% record in past LAN events, so I'm really confident.
So of course this is going to be the first time for you really competing in a stadium in front of real life people. Are you feeling any pressure, and if so, how would you deal with that to make sure that you don't at the actual event?
You're right, I'm going to be feeling a little bit of pressure at the time. Of course anyone would, and pressure can be converted into a good thing. How I'm going to deal with it is how I've always dealt with it in my now 13-year racing career. I can't really explain it, it's just something I do, and yeah, hopefully the result reflects that it went well.
In the last interview, we didn't quite know who you would be competing against. Of course, you're going up against 3 other drivers. This time around, we do know it's going to be Brendan Lee, Sebastian Job, and Niels Nujocks. So those are the competitors that you're going to be going up against. Any experience racing them in the past?
No, I've never raced any of them actually. Yeah, I mean, Sebastian is keen on iRacing, Brendan's obviously F1, and Niels Nujocks has been out of it for a very long time and coming back into it. It's, you know, his first thing he's done in years. So in terms of who I maybe not fear, but am worried who might be very quick, I would say Sebastian is my main competition out there. Don't want to count my chickens too early, but yeah, I've definitely got him in my eyes as the man to beat apart from myself.
So when you actually get to Mexico, do you know yet what is going to be happening over the course of the weekend while you're there and what you will be up to?
Yeah, so it's going to be as simple as we get there Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and then Thursday we practice in the real car. I believe it will be an aerial atom. We do some training events and we get judged by 3 of the pro drivers. Then Friday is simulator practice, get used to the rigs. Saturday morning is the E-Rock competition. So then we'll get whittled down to 2 drivers, and the final 2 race against each other on the track in the stadium in one of the cars. So the winner partners Enzo as team sim racing, but they need to practice between E-Rock and the Saturday afternoon event of Race of Champions, all the other cars. So Saturday, hopefully it will be, but it'll be a really busy day if you win the E-Rock. You've got to do simulator racing in the morning, practice in the real cars in the early afternoon, and then afternoon to evening you're actually racing. So yeah, it's going to be a busy few days.
With this being the first major event of 2019, how could this springboard the rest of your season?
Massively, because, you know, going into say F1 or Project Cars 2's SMSR Championship or GT Sports Championship, if I have the E-Rock champion status behind me, that's going to give me a lot of pedigree going into all these events. So F1, for example, it's an event where teams look at you as a driver, not just what you've done on the day. So if they know I'm capable of winning the E-Rock, that might go a long way. So yeah, it's definitely going to be very important.
So as we all know, you started off your career as a dream to become a motorsport driver in the real life. Of course, that didn't quite work out, so you've gone into esports, but now this has given you a great opportunity to get back into maybe that sort of lifestyle as a driver. You stay in great hotels in Mexico. What other stuff will you be doing that will sort of set you up like a real life F1 driver?
I mean, yeah, so staying in the Four Seasons Hotel, which, you know, Jack Clark from Veloce said he stayed in it before, and it's one of the nicest hotels he's stayed in, and he's stayed in some very nice hotels. You know, he used to be an F2 driver. As well as that, you know, staying in the same hotel with Sebastian Vettel and Tom Christensen and Johan Kristoffersson, maybe spending dinner with them. I don't know what it's going to be like, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit of a dream come true. But I'm really focusing on not letting the situation overwhelm me, because if you do, then your driving becomes a bit worse. So yeah, it's important to stay focused, but yeah, man, it's going to be so cool.
Thank you very much for joining us today. Everyone here at Veloce wishes you the best of luck in the E-Racer Champions, and hopefully we'll be seeing you driving around in the real cars on the day against some of the greatest names. So good luck, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you very much.